Hello friends, this is the Sun Woman. Thank you so much for joining me on my channel for your new moon readings for the new moon cycle starting January 17th through to February 15th. This reading is for my Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Please forgive me for the late upload. Life has been a little bit crazy since the very beginning of the year, and I am in the process of catching up. But I do hope that these messages are helpful for you for the next 30 days. And if they resonate with you, please leave a comment. Let me know, okay? Also, you can click on the Book Now button in the banner right there above so that you can order your 6-month reading. My readings for the 6-month period, starting from whenever you book your reading, are very unique. They're not like anything else that any of the readers have are offering. Not only do you get a 45 to 60 minute, even sometimes over 60-minute reading, depending on your questions and your concerns. You get a 45 to 60-minute reading that will answer your questions. You also get a 6-month forecast. So that's an astrological forecast with the major transits that are affecting your natal scope. So I actually do a natal horoscope for you, a natal chart, and then I will plot out the most important transits over the next 6 months so that you know when to act and when to maybe sit back and wait for things to manifest, okay? Kind of like your 6-month weather report. And on top of that, I will provide you with 6 affirmations, one for each month, that are chosen by Spirit based on what you may need to focus on and what you may need to keep you balanced and focused for those 6 months, okay? So click on that Book Now button for your 6-month forecast. All right, so let's go ahead with the reading now. So my Pisces, what I want to say first is that you came up very strong in the Aquarius reading, which I did right before yours. So I would say that if any of my Pisces are dealing with Aquarians in your life, then you may want to take a look at that reading. But also why I'm emphasizing this is because you have air signs coming up in your reading for this next 6-month period. So there's a lot of reciprocal energy here that I'm seeing. It's really interesting how Aquarius and Pisces are connecting. And I've even received some messages from some Aquarian watchers who have said, yes, I am, there's a Pisces in my life who I am involved with right now. So take a look at that. Why I say that is that you have the Queen of Swords here, indicating the recent past. You have the Knight of Swords covering you right now. And so that's strong air sign energy. Now it may not be Aquarius, it may be Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, but I am mentioning Aquarius just because of the connection between the two readings, okay? Now the affirmation for this month that I pulled for you was this one. Thank you, universe, for helping me see beyond the limits of fear. Thank you for expanding my perceptions so that I can see what is of the highest good. So sitting next to that affirmation card is the 10 of Wands. And so I really feel that some of my Pisces friends are going through something right now that kind of has you under pressure. You may be feeling a lot of the weight of responsibility on your shoulders right now. And maybe someone that you're dealing with is putting you under pressure, or it is something that you're carrying some extra weight, some extra burdens right now. And I feel as though I feel that you can handle this, and I do feel that ultimately before the end of this new moon cycle, you're going to come out from under this pressure. I think there's going to definitely be an improvement. But right now I do sense that there are some things that you are dealing with, and I think part of it is fear. I think that there is a fear of change right now going on in your life. This pressure that the 10 of Wands indicates can talk about not only relationship situations, but it could be work situation. It could be that some of you are dealing with extra responsibility and pressure at work. You may be working long hours, working overtime, have added responsibility thrown on your plate, and you are very capable of handling it. There's no question here, okay? But what I do feel is that there's some element here that is at moments overwhelming to you, and you're really working to try and keep everything balanced and keep control of the situation. Okay, now you do have that Queen of Swords coming up in the recent past. This could be a air sign I mentioned, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. This is someone, if they're not an air sign, it could be someone who, they could have that in their chart, air strong in their chart. But I do feel that whoever it is, they are someone who is a very, very rational person, very focused. They want to deal with the facts. They're not really interested in emotion right now. They want the truth. And you see that Queen of Swords, she is wielding that sword. She has it pointed straight up because she's trying to discern the truth. She's trying to pull that out of the heavens, okay, out of the universe. It's like a lightning rod, and Aquarius is ruled by the planet Uranus. So if this is an Aquarius person, then that's an even stronger indication that this is someone who is trying to get to the truth. If it's not an Aquarian person, it can be someone who has been through a lot in his or her life, male or female. They could be, a person who is divorced, a person who is separated, or maybe, who has had some kind of losses, or, painful emotional situations in his or her past. Could be a widower or a widow. But I do feel that whoever this person is, they have been more of a positive influence to you in the past than negative. Okay. And I feel that you are, in the recent past, they've been someone who has been there to fight for you, to support you, to be your friend, to back you up, to have your back. Now, for some reason, though, at this very moment, you may be feeling as though that person is being a little harsh towards you. Perhaps there's some argumentiveness. Perhaps the two of you are not seeing eye to eye. Maybe, there's been some dissension. There's been, some words said back and forth. And so they're not quite as pleased with you as they have been in the past. I'm not sure what the basis of that is. What I do think perhaps that it could be is that this person wants you to face the truth in something, okay? And I feel that one of the reasons you are not really focusing on things as they are, but you're focusing on things as you want them to be, is because you may be afraid of the truth right now. Also, some of you may be afraid to make decisions because there is, something is holding you back. And I think more than anything, it is fear that's holding you back. And that's why that Ten of Wands is really heavy on you, because you're needing to, at some point, you're going to have to break free of this fear. Now, I do feel that whatever you are dealing with, it's not a selfish energy, okay? I feel like you are, like this affirmation card said, you are trying your best to deal with everything that you can in a way that is of the highest good to everyone, okay? To everyone involved. Whether this is in your work situation, whether it's personal relationships. And with the Eight of Pentacles coming up in the near future, I feel like you are going to be quite successful in pushing past that fear and actually manifesting something that is you know, that you can put you can depend on, something that you can touch, feel, taste, smell, you know what I mean? Something that is not of just your mental wishes and dreams, but you are building something. The Eight of Pentacles says that you are putting your stamp on something. You are learning new skills, you are working hard, you are, you know, making moves, you're hustling, you're trying to make things happen. And so I definitely feel that within the middle of this new moon cycle, kind of the end of January, beginning of February, you are going to see the results of all the weight and responsibility that you've been carrying. Now, you know what? It's okay if you are dealing with someone and there's some maybe personality clashes going on, or you're not seeing eye to eye, or that person is not being supportive of you. In the Aquarius reading that I just did, what I basically told Aquarius is that if they are dealing with someone who is a Pisces, let that person do their thing. Okay, you do your thing, let them do their thing, because there is a reason for a Pisces being in the position that they're in right now. Okay, and the Pisces person they have to feel their way through it. It's not about logic, it's not about rationality, it's about feeling if something is right, and if it's not right, then you're not going to vibe with it. Okay, and so again, that has a lot to do with wanting to do things that are of the highest good for everyone around. You're a very compassionate sign, you're a very loving sign, and you are a very self-sacrificial sign. So you can often sacrifice your own needs, your own desires, your own dreams for other people. If you have your own plan, you know, you're making plans, you have something in mind that you are trying to do, and you feel that ultimately it will be of the highest good for not only you and the people you're dealing with, but the people you're dealing with as well. So know that whoever's disgruntled with you, it's going to be temporary. It's not going to last, because I feel like they're going to see the result. Like they say, it's a method. There's a method to your madness. There's a reason that you are doing and being who you are right now. Okay. The Four of Pentacles is in the advice area up there at the top of the reading, and so a lot of you are holding on very tightly to something or someone. Now, this could be a person, it could be a relationship, it could be your career, it could be your job, it could be your reputation. Whatever it is, it's something that you have built up over a length of time that you are not willing to let go of easily. And so, often the Four of Pentacles can represent someone holding on to money, kind of being a little bit miserly. But you know what? If you have earned these things and you've built these things and you have worked hard and you've been under this Ten of Wands energy, you have the right to hold on to whatever you have achieved. So the Four of Pentacles is coming up as the advice card, and it does say, hold on tight, even though things may be a little stressful, there may be pressure, whatever this situation is that you don't want to let go of, whatever this foundation is that you've built that you want to maintain, the advice is hold on tight to that, okay? Because you've earned it. And we have the Three of Cups coming up in the area that rules other people in your life. So what I was saying just now about any issues you're having with people, that I feel is going to be temporary, because we have the Three of Cups, which can indicate several things. It can indicate celebrations, it can indicate gatherings, good times with people that you care about, people rallying around you, enjoying their company, socializing. It could be some events, parties, social gatherings. So I feel that there is going to be a lot of good, solid, positive, healthy, emotionally healthy energy around you, that you are gonna benefit from. And as I said, whatever difficulties you may be having with someone in your life right now, I feel like this too shall pass, and they're going to be happy to be around you, happy to see you, to deal with you, to be part of your life. And as I said, they may understand eventually why you have been acting the way you have, and maybe, you know, making the decisions you've been making. The Three of Cups also, you know, many people do read this as a card that can represent a three-party situation, an external, someone external to a relationship that you're in. So, you know, for some of you, this may be the case. You may be in a relationship and, you know, trying to choose between two people in your life, and maybe that may be the source of your stress right now. You may have love for two people, you know, that may be you in the middle with your cup, and another cup on each side representing two other people. So with that card coming up in your external influences, it could represent two people. It could represent additional water sign energy around you. There's a full moon on that card, and I have to recognize that that could indicate that something may develop around the full moon, which is on January 31st, which is not only a full moon, it's a full moon eclipse, and it's actually a blue moon, so it's the second full moon in the month. And it is an eclipse, so there could be some kind of development, surprise developments, maybe some upheaval, maybe some revelations, things coming to light that were not, you know, that were not out in the open. So, you know, be careful with that. If there are things that you are doing, or you're dealing with people and, you know, everyone's not aware of the situation, you may get into a bit of a compromised situation around that time, January 31st. The 10 days before and the 3 days after the eclipse are very potent periods, so, you know, watch your step during those times. The Empress is next to that Three of Cups reversed, and that is the obstacle you're dealing with. So some of you, it may be a relationship, it may be a home or family situation that is creating that Ten of Wands pressure for you. It may be the reason for your fear. Maybe some of you are going through something with your family, or your relationship, your marriage, your long-term relationship. Maybe there's some upheaval going on, or changes on the home front that are causing you a lot of stress. And again, with the Three of Cups there, it could be a third-party situation that has your long-term relationship turned upside down. For my Pisces females, my Pisces women, the Empress can represent kind of not feeling comfortable in your own skin. When the Empress is reversed, her energies are not flowing freely. There's blockages. Those could be health issues, could be physiological changes that you're going through, hormonal issues. Some of you could be having difficulties on the reproductive, in the reproductive area, maybe difficulties with fertility. Possibly, you know, hormonal issues as a result of menopause or perimenopause. So, you know, there may be personal issues that have you feeling less than optimal, you know, energy. So take good care of yourself. Make sure that you are taking your vitamins, eating well, sleeping, you know, keeping your immune system strong. We're in that time of the year where, you know, we have the flu and all kind of things going around. So whatever this Ten of Wands energy that is covering you, you know, that can lead to heavy stress that weakens our immune system. So make sure you are, you know, taking care of yourself, because that is coming up as an obstacle. Okay, and if you need to seek medical help, go to the doctor, get a checkup, you know, make sure that you're doing that. Make sure that your fears are, you know, not irrational fears. So if you're worried about a health situation, go get it checked out. It's better to know what's going on with you and be able to make a game plan in order to help or fix that situation, rather than sitting around worrying about the worst and you know, being prey to your own fears. Find out what's going on, and you know, so that you can get out from under that stress, if that is what's bothering you right now. For my male Pisces, you may be dealing with a female in your life who is going through any of the issues that I just mentioned. So there's a need for extra sensitivity, you know, empathy, helping out where you can, helping to take some of the weight and pressure off that person if you possibly can. You know, see what you can do to help that person, or you know, or to be sensitive to whatever issue that she may be going through right now. Okay. And then in the outcome, we have the Five of Pentacles. So the Five of Pentacles will represent the energy that is strong by the end of this new moon cycle, which is about February 15th, about that week before. So Five of Pentacles reversed is good, because it does indicate that, you know, whatever has been making you feel a sense of scarcity or lack, or, you know, often people say, you know, Five of Pentacles is feeling left out in the cold, or abandoned, or left alone. It's reversed. So that means that you're going to be coming out of that energy. There is going to be an improvement in whatever area you are wrestling with right now. If it's finances, you know, it could be finances. They have that Five of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles there, you know, indicating material things. It could be an emotional situation with the Empress and the Three of Cups there, or you know, it just could be having difficulties with someone in your life, and oh yeah, also we have the Four of Pentacles. So we do have three Pentacles cards there. So there is the material concerns, could be the dominant, you know, energy that's going on right now. And when I say material, we could be talking about finances, we could be talking about practical sides of life, but also we could be talking about our physical bodies. So material being earthly things, okay? But the Five of Pentacles is great reversed. It means that there's going to be an improvement, a steady improvement. And I like the Five of Pentacles because I read it as though we have put things in action and in motion that are going to create a positive change. It's not like we're waiting for things to happen to pull us out of that, you know, that limbo, or that feeling, you know, out in the cold, but we are actually taking action in order to make an improvement, in order to make changes. And I feel that that Eight of Pentacles that you are doing toward the mid part of the cycle is going to be the catalyst for this improvement in your life, okay? So it's a great reading. I feel that a lot of, you know, it's a lot of things going on with you, Pisces, you know, emotional kind of communication issues, finances could be heavy, work, extra weight. But ultimately, I feel that what this affirmation card is saying is really what's going on. You are trying to juggle so many things that, you know, and trying to protect the people around you, trying to take care of what's important in your life, that, you know, it may be causing you to suffer on some level. So you really need to take care of yourself this month, do what you can, and I feel that the choices that you do make are going to be really, really good choices. You're going to hold on to whatever position you have, whether that's relationships or work or finances. I feel that you are going to get a really good handle on things by just kind of stubbornly sticking to it, staying at it, you know, staying focused, keeping moving forward, even if it's baby steps. And also there's going to be recognition for the work that you're doing, for you putting your own personal stamp on it. And if this is a relationship situation, I think you will be rewarded by getting that communication of, you know, I understand that you're trying to work things out. I understand that you want to work on this relationship or this friendship or whatever, you know, whatever this connection is. I see you trying to put in the work, and I appreciate that. Okay. All right, so that's your reading, Pisces. Thank you so much again for spending this time with me. Click on the Book Now button for your 6-month reading. I would love to be able to do that for you. And again, until we see each other or meet again, I wish you all good things, love, peace, and joy. And I bid you, of course, namaste.